Hello gang, I'm running late and I'm just trying to start this vlog so I can literally leave because my bus is about to go, and if I miss that then I'm gonna miss my train. I am just getting ready to go to get my train because I'm going to see Beyonce today, and I am in a really bad mental health space. I've just not been doing really well. I was actually supposed to leave this morning at like 9, but I didn't get to sleep until like 4:30 because my insomnia has been really bad, and then I was like too depressed to leave bed basically. It's not cute. And to rebooked my train to go now. I've been very depressed, very stressed. I think a lot of life is getting in the way, or like it's starting to impact me. So that's where we're kind of at the moment. So doing a reading vlog to try and be a little bit happier, to try and do that kind of stuff. So I'm reading a lot of romances this week is the current plan. So I've got a couple trains to get, and then I'm going to see Harry Styles on Friday, and then I'm at a festival on Saturday, and I just think I'm going to really need to like carve that space out. It's going to be really important for me to like read and stuff. So that is where we're at. So there's going to probably be like a 2-week reading vlog just because I'm so busy, but a little romance reading vlog for you guys. I've got quite a few romances to read. I've got Happy Place by Emily Henry, True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Those are 3 books that have recently come out that are romances, and then I've got some like other romances that I've just had for a little while and want to read. So that is the current plan. So like I said, I'm running late. I need to get my train, and on the train I'm going to do some reading. I think I'm going to start with Happy Place just because I've heard so many people talk about it. I'm not usually a fan of second chance romances, but I'm willing to give this one a chance. So I'm going to start reading Happy Place on the bus and then on the train, and then I'll catch up with you guys probably a little bit later on when I'm ready, or like when I'm at Beyonce, that kind of vibe. So done that, let's go. So I've literally just got home maybe 20 minutes ago from being in Newcastle / Sunderland for Beyonce. Literally spectacular. She's a phenomenal performer and I love seeing her perform. And hopefully I'll like insert some clips, you know, like a true editor does. So I have less than 24 hours at home before I get ready tomorrow to go to Edinburgh for Harry Styles. So a very busy week, very chaotic. I am in a bit of a crisis because the outfit that I bought for Harry Styles does not look nice on me. It looks really, really fucking terrible. I'm gonna be truly 100% honest with myself. So that's where we're at. So I need to tomorrow morning go into town, pick up maybe like some backup bits. I don't know yet. So this is where we are. What was I gonna say? Oh, reading wise, so I am 78% of the way through Happy Place, and I've really been enjoying it so far, which I think is quite interesting for me. So I can't remember if I talked about this earlier, but I have read one other Emily Henry book, which is Beach Read, which I really enjoyed, and then I started You and Me on Vacation, or People and Me on Vacation, depending on which side of the Atlantic you are on. And I DNF'd it. It was less of like a conscious DNF and more the fact that it just didn't grip me, and I just like started it and never picked it back up again. And then I've not read Book Lovers, but I'm 78% of the way through this and I've really been enjoying this. This basically follows, it is a second chance, forced proximity, 1-bed romance, which I'm really laughing because Hannah once commented on one of my videos that she didn't know what I was talking about when I talked about these terms. But it's basically these second chance romance, so these two kind of like university college sweethearts get through life together and then break up. And I'm not gonna lie, so they've been together 10 years and they eventually break up. If somebody made me date them all the way through my 20s and then we broke up when I was in my 30s, I'd be so pissed off because you made me waste my 20s. I could have been a hot girl summering it, and I'd be fuming. Anyway, that's besides the point. So they're basically back at kind of like their annual holiday thing that they do with their friends. It's the last one because their house is being sold, and they're basically lying to everybody that they're still together. So it's kind of like fake dating, forced proximity, one bed, second chance romance, and I'm really enjoying it thus far. 78% of the way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack from my one night in Sunderland, get my bigger bag out and pack for my 2 nights in Edinburgh, and I've also got to tidy up my room because when we come back on Saturday, we're literally stopping for like 20 minutes maybe and then going to a festival. So it's a very busy kind of couple of days coming up, and then I'm going to do some more reading of this because I'm really enjoying it so far. We are like, I'm hoping reaching a resolution. I don't know how it's going to end. I genuinely don't know if there is a path for these two to kind of get back together, so I'm very interested to see how this book ends. So I'm going to do that, be productive for a little bit, and then I'm going to pick this back up. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little catch up. Okay, so don't mind my bed, I've just stripped it so I could wash my bedding while I'm gone. So well, yesterday when we spoke, I said that I was going to finish reading Happy Place probably that evening, and I did. I was loving that book, like really loving it. And then the ending, I just thought the ending was just a bit of a letdown for me. Like they get there happily ever after and stuff because it's a romance book, but I don't know, like I was just expecting a little bit more. Like I think the rest of the book had just been so well written that the end just felt a bit like but that's how I felt about it. Like it was still a really good book. I just think the last like 20 pages I just didn't like, which I think is fine for a book. Like you're never gonna like the entire thing unless it's like perfect. So then I finished that last night, and then I started just like a random Kindle Unlimited book which was called Under the Stars by Laura Pavlov. Started and finished it last night. I don't know what it is about Kindle Unlimited books, I literally just speed through them, like I'm just like that with them. Really enjoyed that, to be fair. It was basically, oh this is so bad because I literally just finished it now, I can't remember what it is about, but it is about oh my god, it's about a girl who gets hired as a secretary. It's like a grumpy sunshine boss secretary romance. It's about like a really happy girl who gets hired to be like her grumpy boss's secretary. It's very cliche, very average, but like very much like a palate cleanser type book. So it's very nice, a palate cleanser type book. I am about to go to Edinburgh. My friend should be coming in like 15 minutes. I'm just going to finish packing things up, get all my stuff together, and then I'm going to go to Edinburgh to go see Harry Styles. And then I'm about to start Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. She wrote Part of Your World, which I read last year and enjoyed, I'm pretty sure. So this is the second one in kind of that like universe of books, but obviously they're also standalones. So I'm going to start reading that one this evening when we kind of get to Edinburgh and have a bit of like a chill. So that is the plan. Let's just go. It's a video. Hi guys, long time no see. I've had a very busy week. It's Monday now, and so on Tuesday I went to see Beyonce in Sunderland. Wednesday I spent the day in New York visiting one of my friends who's just come back from travelling. Thursday I travelled to Edinburgh because on Friday I saw Harry Styles in Edinburgh, and then I came back from Edinburgh Saturday morning and then went to like a day festival and like saw like Two Door Cinema Club, Kate Nash. It was bloody spectacular. And then yesterday I like went to the pub in the afternoon, watched the football, came back in the evening, spent time with my family just because I hadn't seen them in a few days. And now today is Monday and I'm going camping until Wednesday. I'm very busy at the moment, but this is kind of like the last little bit of plans I have. So that's what we're doing. I'm currently packing, so that's the chaos that's behind me. I haven't been camping in maybe 10 years, so it's going to be fascinating, it's going to be interesting. I also have a sprained ankle, so like really it's an interesting combination at the moment, but going camping, which I'll let you know how it goes after. But I thought I'd have a little bookish catch up, a little chat. So I finished reading Happy Place by Emily Henry, and that was a really good book. for the first 3/4. I was really enjoying it in the first 3/4, and I know that romance books are supposed to have a happily ever after, but I wasn't convinced at their getting back together. So I really love like a lot of like the fake dating, the like one bed situation that was going on. I was really enjoying that. And then kind of towards the end, I felt like a lot of the issues had been resolved, and it didn't feel like the solution was for them to get back together. Like, I know that there was a lot of miscommunication, but I thought that they were kind of building things or like learning to be different people apart from each other, and didn't necessarily have a good reason for getting back together. It was a very cliche ending, in my opinion. Probably one of my least favorite romance cliche endings. Like, where it happens, if you know, you know. So that's kind of how I felt about it. And then I started reading Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which is the second book in the like Part of Your World series, and I loved it. I loved it. I found it frustrating, but I loved it. Like, I was just wanting them to be together immediately. Like, I was like, no, you have to be together right now. Like, you need to be together right now. So that was a bit frustrating because they obviously weren't together until towards the end, but I really enjoyed that book. Probably one of the best romance books I've read this year. So that's where we're at. So going camping, I'm taking 2 books camping. I'm taking my Kindle and I'm taking a physical copy. I think I'm going to take Small Worlds by Caleb Azuma Nelson camping, and then I've also still got the True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren to read. So those are the 2 books that I'm taking. I'm only gone for literally like 30 something hours, but I'm just taking them both just in case. You never know. So I'm gonna pack. I'm currently watching Hannah's new vlog, so I'm gonna do that, pack, and get ready to go.
Masters in maths.
Grace, come try it. Hello. Oh my god. Hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm back from camping. I came back yesterday. I wish I said I was exhausted. It was a lot. So while I was camping, I started reading Small Worlds by Caleb Azuma Nelson. I'm probably like a quarter of the way through it so far, and I'm really enjoying it. But I think I'll probably, I don't know, I'm gonna sit down to edit what I've got so far of this vlog, see what's gonna happen, see if it makes sense, and if it's long, I'll then end it, but if it's not, we'll continue going on and we'll just see what we're doing.